go. Okay, so the recording has started. So good morning and happy new year, everybody. So today we're going to focus on the spine. So I invite you guys to start in child's pose with your bolster or a pillow if you have one. And I'm just going to make my way over here. So you can just take your bolster on your mat and then knees wide and just taking your bolster in between your thighs and just kind of slowly melting all the way down. If perhaps this bothers your knees, you always have the option of putting something underneath your knees, like a pillow or blocks, just to elevate you a little bit. So take the time, get yourself cozy, and just let your body melt right on top of the bolster. Resting on your chin or one ear to the side, whatever suits your neck today. And let's take a nice big breath in through our nose. Open your mouth. Let it out. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And with your lips gently closed, we'll just resume our yoga breathing. Breathing in, filling up down into the belly. And exhaling completely. And just allowing the body to soften. Allowing your mind to relax. Thinking about a new year, a new beginning, a new chapter. And just being excited about everything that the year is going to bring, and opportunities, experiences. And just allowing our minds and our hearts to be open to whatever's in store for us. Breathe in and out. And if you've got one ear to the side, you can always switch, turn your head so that the other ear is down, if that feels nice for you. And just feeling the cool air coming in through your nostrils, filling up your torso. As you exhale, as you let go, as you release, feeling the warm air going out through your nostrils. And then just leisurely stretching your arms out in front of you, be wiggling your fingers a little bit, just bringing a little bit of life back into our bodies. And then coming up into tabletop. You can just take the bolster to the side. And setting up in our tabletop for some cat and cow breath. So just breathing in, and just gently drop your belly as your tail tilts up. Head and shoulders lift, shoulders press back. Slowly exhale as you round your back. Tail tucks, head lowers. And just with exaggerated slowness, moving through cat and cow. And just noticing the feeling in your spine, lower, middle, upper back, and your neck. As we move through these two different moves. You can close your eyes if you like. One breath, one movement. No hurries, no worries. And then we'll meet in a neutral spine, making our way onto our bellies. So thinking about the many ways that our spine moves us and supports us, we're going to start with a gentle back bend. So coming into Sphinx pose with your elbows underneath your shoulders. If this is a little intense for you this morning, then you can move your elbows farther away from you, or even come right down, resting your head on the mat. So whatever works, always remembering there's no right, there's no wrong. And then once you're there, soften, relax your hips, your bum, your legs. And just breathe into your lower back. And as I mentioned, our spine, one of the most important parts of our skeletal structure, it moves forwards, backwards, side to side, and twists. It holds us up, keeps everything together. So we're going to take care of it today. And as we're moving through the different poses, just being mindful of what feels good, being mindful of what feels probably a little uncomfortable, which is okay, but never forcing or feeling pain. Breathing in and out. If you feel you want a little more of a back bend, you can move into swan, taking your hands wider and just gently pressing up. Shoulders melt away from your ears. Think about broadening through your collarbone. Once again, we just do our best to soften the lower back, hips, legs, and breathe. Just a few more here. And let's slowly make our way right down onto our bellies and our chest, resting your head in your hands. And gently shimmy out your hips. And then taking your hands underneath your shoulders, draw your elbows in close. And we're going to slowly peel up into Cobra. Not a lot of effort here, guys. And then pressing back into Child's. Without the pillow, without the bolster, just let your hips sink back. Breathe in and out. Coming forward into tabletop with an inhale. And then an effortless downward dog with your exhale. Good. And then from here, we're going to imagine a balance beam in the middle of our mat. And we're going to take one hand onto the balance beam and the other hand behind it, and just walk your hands backwards towards your feet. And then when you get there, grabbing onto opposite elbows, softening your knees and coming into dangle. So thinking about lengthening the spine, shake your head out gently. And just letting the weight of your torso find the length. So relax your shoulders, your neck and your head. And breathing in and out. So by keeping our knees soft, we allow the sensation to kind of present more in our back and our spine, as opposed to the back of our legs. Hands come down. Take your feet as wide as your mat and just find that balance beam again and walk yourself forward about halfway. Coming into downward dog once again. So hands wide, feet wide, so a lazy downward dog. Because we're going to be a little lazy today in class, and that's all right. And then we're going to do that dangle pose once more. So find your balance beam. One hand behind the other as you slowly make your way back towards your feet. And we'll keep our feet wide this time. Soften your knees a lot. Grab onto opposite elbow and just melt forward. Chest in between your thighs. Those long exhales. And again, we just want to find the length down our spine, in between each vertebrae. So just kind of opposing what gravity does to us every day. And then slowly releasing our hands, and we're going to make our way back into tabletop. Taking your time, and once you find tabletop, just a few breaths here. And then finding your bolster or your pillow. We're going to place it across our mat. And we're going to swing our legs around. So we're sitting behind If you don't have a bolster, you can put blocks or rolled up towels under your knees, or you can just bend them. Something to keep, again, we want to take the emphasis off of stretching the back of our legs and focus on our spine. So shifting forward to the front of your pelvis, and we're just gonna, again, drop your belly, chest and head down. Again, stretching out lower, middle, and upper. Bringing your awareness to wherever you might feel any tension or tightness in your back. And send your breath to wherever you might be needing it. With each inhale, you can feel the back body expand. With each exhale, just allowing yourself to melt. Take a moment to scan our body, noting anywhere that you might be clenching or tightening. And without any judgment, just try to relax and release. Take 2 more big breaths in and out. Slowly roll up. Sitting up nice and tall with a big breath in. Exhale out. We'll make our way into a seated position, making yourself comfortable. I'm going to sit on my bolster. You can come right down onto your mat, whatever works for you. Working on the top part of our spine, our neck. So from here, maybe palms are facing up on your thighs as we just gently drop our chin down towards our chest. And then on your next inhale, just breathing in, lifting your chin up, finding the opening in your throat. Exhale down, chin to chest. Inhale up. And bring your chin back to neutral, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling, looking over your left. And slowly with your breath, inhaling center, and just moving side to side, and just feeling the motion in your neck. So the rest of your torso is still. Shoulders are down and relaxed. And one more time, just finish off the cycle. So we've done both sides. Coming back to center. Tilting right ear to right shoulder. Or whatever side, doesn't matter, we'll do both. Back to the center and the other way. And coming up to the top. And again, other side. Noticing here, sometimes our shoulder likes to sneak up and reach our ear. So just let both shoulders relax. Coming up and go the other way. Spine is always long and straight up. And bring your head up to neutral. Shoulders roll back. And we're going to take our hands behind our back, interlacing fingers, grabbing opposite wrist or forearms or even elbows, whatever works for you today. Inhale nice and tall, and as you exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. So just noticing with your arms behind your back, you're finding a little extra stretch on the left side. And then keeping your head tilted to the right, just turn your chin down, look towards your right hip. Breathing in and out. Chin rolls to the center, head comes up to neutral. Left ear to left shoulder. And again, just tilting your chin down, looking towards your left hip. Chin to the center and up. And just releasing your arms, rolling out a little bit. Inhale, both arms up. Again, find that length, palms to the sky. See if you can grow nice and tall out of your waist. One hand down, let's take our right hand down to the floor and just lean over, so lateral side bend. And think about pressing out, lengthening through that rib cage. Nice big inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly rising up, and we'll sweep our arms over the other way. So expand and breathe into your right ribs. Feel this in your waist. your shoulders. Inhale both arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers and once again, find that length. This time, right hand comes behind us. Left arm reaches across our body. Sit up nice and tall to start. We're still facing forward. And then we're going to find the twist from our waist, our ribs, our shoulders, and then finally our head. So nice and slow, just like you're wringing out a wet towel. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Shoulders are relaxed. Slowly come back to the center. Inhale, both arms up. And same thing, other way. This time, left hand comes behind us, right arm across our body from the waist. Slowly working your way up your spine to your ribs. Finally, your shoulders and your head. And when we're doing a twist, we always want to keep that spine nice and long. So creating space in between each vertebrae to allow us to find that twist a little bit easier. Slowly coming back to the center. Inhale, arms up. One final time, find that length. Exhale, keeping your arms up. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Bolster can go to the side. Slowly make your way down. And draw your knees into your chest. Now let's just give our spine and our back a nice little massage. Roll side to side. Good, and then from here, move my timer, we're gonna keep our knees nice and close to our chest. Squeeze them in. Arms come straight out to our sides from our shoulders, palms facing up. And we're just gonna drop our knees to the right. So keeping them nice and close to your arm, allowing them to settle on the earth. If you find that your knees don't comfortably come down to the earth, you can take a block and rest it underneath your thighs. And that will allow you to keep your left shoulder on the ground. So do whatever works for you. And noticing with our knees tucked up nice and close like this, we're feeling the stretch kind of in our upper back. So again, working on the twist. And our day-to-day movements, we do a lot of twisting and reaching and stretching. I just want to keep everything nice and fluid. You might also be feeling a stretch in your left chest area, shoulder area. That's just an added bonus in this pose. And now we're going to slowly draw our knees down in line with our hips. Take your time with this. And then even lower, so down below hip level. So we're still on the same side. And just noticing now that perhaps you feel the stretch or the twist in your lower back, abdominal area. Again, settle in, find your breath. Find your stillness. Slowly make your way onto your back. Good. And then just draw your knees one at a time into your chest. Moving to the left side, we'll keep our arms straight out from our shoulders. Knees are tucked up nice and high as we roll over to the left. And again, you might need to put a block underneath your left thigh. Keep you propped up. Just allow your right shoulder to relax on the mat. And find your breath. Slowly starting to lower your knees so that they're below hip level. Take your time, feeling the sensation that just moved down your spine. And just settle in here. And let's slowly make our way onto our back. And take your feet as wide as your mat. And just a gentle rocking side to side. So we've moved our spine into a forward fold. We've done side bends. We've done twists. We're going to do finishing off with a heart opener back bend. So whether you have blocks or a bolster, I'll demonstrate both ways, and you can choose how you would like to finish. So if you have your bolster, and if you've done my classes, most of you know these poses, but what you can do is prop up your bolster and lie back on it. I just like to pretend that we're lying on the beach here on a nice sunny day. If you want a little more of a back bend, perhaps, you can take your two blocks coming into restorative fish. So having one under your head and one in between your shoulder blades. Making your way down. And if you don't have blocks or a bolster, you can roll up a towel and place it just underneath your shoulder blades along the length of your spine. So I invite you all to find your resting, your shavasana, your breath flowing into your heart, shoulders relaxed, down away from your ears. Softening into a natural breath in the nose. And I'd like to start off our new year with one of my favorite readings from one of my favorite books. honor the beginning. Beginnings can be delicate or explosive. They can start almost invisibly or arrive with a big bang. Beginnings hold the promise of new lessons to be learned, new territory to be explored, and old lessons to be recalled, practiced, and appreciated. Beginnings hold ambiguity, promise, fear, and hope. Don't let the lessons or the experiences of the past dampen your enthusiasm for beginnings. Just because it's been hard doesn't mean it will always be difficult. Don't let the heartaches of the past cause you to become cynical, to close you off to life's magic or promise. Open yourself wide to all that the universe has to say. Let yourself begin anew. Pack your bags. Choose carefully what you bring, because packing is an important ritual. Take along some humility in the lessons of the past. Toss in curiosity and excitement about what you haven't yet learned. Say your goodbyes to those you're leaving behind. And don't worry who you will meet or where you will go. The way has been prepared. The people you are to meet will be expecting you. A new journey has begun. Let it be magical. Let it unfold. All parts of the journey are sacred and holy. Take this time now to honor the beginning. And I invite you to slowly awaken. Find some movement in your body. And make your way up to seated. And we'll seal our practice together with 3 breaths today. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale to heart. And I thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. And I will just end the recording.